If you give peace, you will have peace. Whatever we want, we have to plant it. Part 3 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
And some new, so that some people will feel like thousands of knives and stabbing them at the same time.
Oh. Wow.
But the scientists are not always able to find out why. People just have pain, excruciating pain like that. Just like knives, stabbing or pinching all over your body. In your brain as well. Imagine that.
Oh, no. Gosh. Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know if the doctors have found out yet if it's some COVID-19 variants or not.
Wow.
What affects the brain can be extremely devastating because it can affect your personality, your ability to think and concentrate, your mood, and those things that make us a person as a whole.
When SARS-CoV-2 emerged, many were initially focused on its impact to the lungs. It soon became apparent that COVID takes a toll on the entire body, from the gastrointestinal tract to the brain. Autopsies have revealed devastating damage in the brains of those who have died from COVID.
Blood vessels were damaged, there were inflammatory cells around the brain. We found that there were immune cells in the brain itself. And we found antibodies stuck to the blood vessels. We knew that they were attacking the blood vessels. I had expected that we would see a lot of virus in the brain because the virus affects the nose. To our surprise, we didn't find the virus in the brain. There are a few people that have reported detection of virus in the brain, but they find very, very small amounts. And it doesn't explain the pathology that we see.
Less is known about brain damage in those with long COVID, symptoms that persist for weeks after what is often a mild stage of acute infection. Studies estimate that up to 30% of people develop long COVID after an initial SARS-CoV-2 infection. The symptoms can include fast heart rate, shortness of breath, and various neurological issues.
We've actually seen over time, now that we've seen hundreds of patients and lots of people have been reported in literature too, there are these kind of major categories. One of them is this what people call brain fog, where really your brain is just not functioning properly for some sort of cognitive types of tasks, things like concentration, memory. People have skin changes where they basically say, wow, the sensation on the surface of my skin is really abnormal. And then another major category that we've seen is headache. There is the sort of psychiatric categories where people have a much more acute and profound sort of delusion or psychosis syndrome. I think it's been a real challenge for patients that they come into their doctor with symptoms and the tests that are run are negative, and even things like MRI, which is very sensitive, can find lots of changes in the brain, for many of these patients is normal. For a long time, we've been using research tools that can look at more sensitive measures that aren't things that we necessarily use in the clinic, but can tell us things like whether the immune system is functioning completely normally, or whether there might be very subtle injury to the neurons in the brain that you just can't see by looking at an MRI scan.
Patients, they're going from physician to physician. Nobody knows what's wrong with them. People tell them, well, it's all psychological or anything, but they have real disease.
So imagine a patient screaming with pain, but the doctor doesn't know what it is and doesn't know how to cure, then they will just die also.
Yes, Master.
It's a very dangerous time. People pretend that COVID is gone, so they go back to normal. No mask and no face shield, stuff like that. You continue to wear them when you go out.
Yes,
Master.
And whoever listens to me, please do it. It won't hurt you.
That's right.
COVID-19 is not gone yet. I told you already long ago.
Yes.
It will be many more decades.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Unless humanity changes to a better lifestyle, vegan lifestyle, loving, compassionate, peaceful lifestyle, then you will get that back.
Understand.
If you give peace, you will have peace. If you give benevolence, you will be returned benevolent anytime, any occasion you need.
Understand.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Peace can be only when humans change to a peaceful mentality and action by themselves. I keep saying that all the time. I wish I could say something else, but this is the truth.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
All the masters have said the same. And if they could do anything else for humanity, they would have done so a long time ago already. But we, humans, have to change. We are the masters of ourselves. We have to change our destiny. We have to change our lifestyle in order to have a better future.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Whatever we want, we have to plant it. We have to act on it. We have to nurture it. If you want rice, you plant a rice plant. You sow the rice seeds. If you want wheat, then you sow wheat seeds. If you want corn, then you sow the corn seeds. If you want apples, you sow the apple seeds. If you want oranges, you do the same, etc.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. We do.
This is a physical law in the universe. Whatever you want, you have to create it, give it, if you can. And to make peace, to be a vegan, to do good deeds are very simple things. It's not like it's difficult to do. Can do.
Right.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, Master.
That's all we have to do. And God will shower benevolence, peace, happiness, more prosperity, more wonderful inventions on this world, and we will enjoy it 10,000 times more. But who is listening? I just hope out of it, Master. Television helps some. It does help some. It's just too slow for my liking.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Not the majority. That is the thing. Okay. Any other questions, my love?
We have a good news. It's about Elon Musk's U-turn. Last month, Elon Musk sent a letter to the Pentagon saying the company can no longer continue to fund Starlink's server in Ukraine and requested the Pentagon to take over funding for the Ukraine government and also military use for Starlink. But recently, Elon Musk reversed the position and said he will keep funding Starlink in Ukraine, and Starlink can serve Ukraine for free, even if the company doesn't receive the government's subsidies.
Good for him. Good for the company. That will earn him a lot of merit. And even if he will be born again next life, he will be rich again. Richer than now.
Wow.
Many lifetimes, not just the next life. If he's reborn as a human again. If he's not liberated, going to heaven, high heaven forever, then he will be a rich human all the time, either in this world or any other world, wherever he will be born. Good for him.
Wow.
But I told you, Supreme Master, television is good for the world. It's good for the world. It gives people some seeds of thought to think, to develop, to follow up.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because people have souls, they have intelligence, they understand. You know, the good ones, the good ones. Okay, so are you happy about that?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are so happy.
That's good.
Good then. Yes, it's good. Good for Elon Musk. Yes. That's very good. If he can afford it, why not? He's not doing anything wrong. He's not making any war, anything. He just provides people with communication possibilities. That's all.
Yes.
Any other things? Good, bad, neutral?
The other news is about Putin. Recently, there is some news. It seems Putin becomes softer now. And in his October 14 announcement, Putin said no more massive strikes on Ukraine, no need for additional mobilization, and it was not Russia's intention to destroy Ukraine.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a change.
And there is another news about him. The president of Tajikistan berated Putin for 7 minutes at the summit. He told Putin not to treat the Central Asian countries as if they were still part of the former Soviet Union. He should give them respect.
Good.
So it seems he's softer now. He didn't talk back or anything.
Okay. Hopefully he follows through with what he says.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard that they want to talk peace now.
By Russian
Yeah.
troops. Now the Kremlin is once again pushing the idea that negotiations could take place. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov says that the goals of what the Kremlin calls its special military operations in Ukraine remain unchanged, but added that they could be achieved through negotiations or other talks. Peskov made the comments to a Russian newspaper. It's the latest in a series of statements this week, stressing Moscow's openness to those talks.
But I just hope they really mean it. Not like last time they poisoned the peace negotiators, including their own.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Russian Abramovich.
Yes.
Abramovich. Yeah, my God. Russian language is a challenge for me. So I just hope that they really mean peace and not just make an excuse to go there and poison people or just making the preconditions so insurmountable or like a joke. And so people cannot even begin to talk at all about peace.
Yes.
It's just that peace has to be unconditional. And whatever is right, they have to just agree to it. Just sign, like Russia goes home where they belong, and whatever belongs to Ukraine, return to Ukraine. And if any Ukrainian people really want to go to Russia to be independent somewhere, and why don't they go there and ask Putin for some land to become one of Russia's confederation or whatever they want to? Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
If that's what they really want, not like force or scams, forcing people to vote to stay with Russia and all this kind of BS, is ridiculous and it's laughable.
Right.
Treating the world like they're all stupid. That, okay, people do whatever Putin wants, or people believe whatever Putin wants them to believe.
Yes.
Not even 5 years old kids will believe all that. Like all the people under Russian occupation in Ukraine all wanted to be with Russia. All of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It happens in some countries that 90-something, 99, 97%, or 90 whatever percent are for the incumbent president all the time, any time. What's the use of voting? It's costing a lot of money and time and bugging people. Just say, I vote for myself. I'm the president. I continue. Finish. Yeah, whatever you say doesn't matter anyway. Why bother? Huh? I'm the president for life, man. This war is funny, I'm telling you. And sometimes you just have to laugh because you can't cry anymore. Because whether you laugh or cry, it's the same. Sometimes to me, to laugh or cry, it's the same. It's all stupid, all nonsense, all illogical anyway.
Yes.
Master.
They are acting, some of the leaders, they are acting as if they don't know anything that's logical. Nothing about reason and rational mentality. They know nothing. As if they don't know even heavens exist. They don't even know if other intelligent humans exist. They talk as it's for themselves.
Right.
They talk for themselves to listen. That's all. They forgot that the world also around and still there, kicking, The world also has ears, has eyes.
Yes.
Oh, dear God. What kind of people are they? I told you already. Never mind. We don't talk about that anymore. Some are possessed by zealous demons anyway. They want war, they want killing so that they can eat. Told you already.
Yes.
Yes.
They eat the energy of the flesh of the people who die in agonies in war, especially children and young women, young men. Terrible. I'm sometimes too tired. I don't want to do anything anymore. I don't want to even talk. I'm thinking who is listening anyway.
I've been vegan for years now. It started because I do a lot of work with rescues and am a big advocate for animals. David Verberg, vegan.